If Real Madrid's La Liga title hopes aren't already over, they could well be by Saturday afternoon after El Clasico. Although Los Blancos have played a game fewer than the rivals, a win for Barcelona would take them 14 points clear of Madrid at the top of the table. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are easily two of El Clasico's best ever. It's a lead that would be almost impossible for Zinedine Zidane's side to overhaul. El Clasico games are always great, and with so much riding on Saturday's meeting, the clash is just that little bit more tantalizing. Several of the world's best players will be on show, and that has been the case for countless decades. So with that in mind, we asked our friends at Football Whispers to look at 10 of the greatest stars to grace the fixture. Lionel Messi, Barcelona. Lionel Messi is arguably the greatest player in the history of football. There's nowhere else to start this list than with Messi, who is arguably the greatest player ever. With 24 goals against Real Madrid, nobody has scored more than the Argentine in the history of El Clasico. That includes the 2 he netted in the last league meeting between the pair at the Bernabeu, back in April, which saw Barca win 3-2 thanks to his injury time effort. Cristiano Ronaldo, Real Madrid. Cristiano Ronaldo has cemented himself as one of the best to play for Real. If born in another era, the Portuguese superstar would have been considered the best of his generation by some distance. Instead, he's come up against Messi, and the rivalry between him and the Argentine will obviously be something to watch out for on Saturday. While he may have 7 goals fewer in Clásicos than Barca's number 10, Ronaldo holds the record for scoring in consecutive games between the two sides, managing 7 in 6 straight matches. Alfredo Di Stefano, Real Madrid. Alfredo Di Stefano is one of Real Madrid's greatest ever stars, one of the greatest Real Madrid players of all time. Di Stefano spent more than a decade at the club, where he won 8 league titles and 5 European Cups. He was the top scorer in Clasico history with 18 until Messi broke his record back in 2014, but it could have been also different. Before joining Real, Di Stefano appeared destined for Barcelona and even played a pre-season friendly for the Catalan Giants back in 1953. However, the RFEF, Spanish Football Federation, refused to sanction the transfer, which saw him end up at Madrid. Many believe Spain's dictator Francisco Franco personally intervened to see the forward end up in the capital. Diego Maradona, Barcelona. Diego Maradona was a genius for Barcelona. On the pitch, at least, the Argentine genius was only at the Catalan side for 2 seasons. Although he was a world record signing at the time, his time at Barcelona was memorable for his issues on and off the pitch. His time there saw him suffer from hepatitis and also start a mass brawl against Athletic Bilbao. But despite that, Maradona is widely accepted to have been the first Barca player to be applauded by Real Madrid fans after his audacious and skillful Clasico goal in 1983. He dribbled past Madrid goalkeeper Agustín, and as he approached the empty goal, stopped dead. Defender Juan José desperately slid in to attempt to block an expected shot and crashed into the post. Maradona was left with an unguarded net to slot into. FC Barcelona star Ivan Rakitic performs impossible basketball trick prior to El Clasico. Ronaldinho, Barcelona. Ronaldinho was arguably the most skillful player of his generation, while Maradona was the first to receive a standing ovation at the Bernabeu. Ronaldinho was the second. He destroyed Madrid's Galacticos single-handedly as he scored twice in a 3-0 win in 2005. The Brazilian's silky skills at his peak were one of football's finest sights, and he always seemed to turn it on for Clásicos. He scored in 4 consecutive matches against Real Madrid between 2004-05 and 2005-06. Manuel Sanchez, Real Madrid. Manuel Sanchez played in a record 43 El Clasico showdowns. The former Los Blancos captain spent his entire career with the club and has made more Clasico appearances than anyone else, 43. He was part of the famous Quinta del Buta, the 5 homegrown Real Madrid players who were at the core of the side that dominated Spanish football in the 1980s, alongside Emilio Butragueño, Michel, Rafael Martin Vázquez and Miguel Pardeza. A classy but aggressive player, Sanchez would often act as sweeper for his side and spent 13 seasons as captain before retiring in 2001. Xavi, Barcelona. Xavi appeared in an impressive 42 games for Barcelona against Real, just one appearance short of Sanchez's 43 Clasico games. Xavi's talent inspired a generation of ball-playing, possession-based technical midfielders. His career at Barcelona saw him win everything, including 8 La Liga titles, 4 Champions League and 2 Club World Cups. He was also part of the Spanish World Cup winning side of 2010 and the team that won the European Championship in 2008 and 2012. Ferenc Puskás, Real Madrid. Ferenc Puskás has gone down in history as one of the all-time greats. The Hungarian is regarded as one of the best of all time, scoring 622 goals in 629 games throughout his career, with 14 of those in Clásicos. He had a great record at Real Madrid after moving from Budapest Honvéd, breaking the 40-goal mark in 3 successive seasons from 1959-60 to 1961-62. Puskás was known for his powerful shot and was named by World Soccer magazine as the 7th greatest player of the 20th century. Test your knowledge on our quiz on the history of the rivalry of El Clásico. Raúl, Real Madrid. Raúl scored an incredible 15 times in El Clásico games for Real Madrid. Only Di Stéfano and Ronaldo have scored more Clásico goals than the Spanish forwards, 15 for Real Madrid. He's the only player to be named UEFA's Forward of the Year 3 times, and that was because Raúl scored goals at key moments in matches. The striker was also Real Madrid's talisman for a number of years, and was Los Blancos captain before Iker Casillas. Johan Cruyff, Barcelona. Has any man ever had a bigger impact on Barcelona than Johan Cruyff? After arriving from Ajax in 1973, the Dutchman immediately helped Barca to their first league title in 14 years, scoring once in a 5-0 win over Real Madrid along the way. But that won't be what he's remembered most for in Catalonia. Instead, he instilled a style of play at the club that lasts to this day. Arguably no man has had a greater influence in Barcelona history than Cruyff.